Alright. Continuing on with Sunless Sea. We almost sank because of frickin' dreadnought or whatever it was. And we're heading back up this coast now, trying to get back to London before our fuel runs out. I don't know if you guys sell fuel. We don't have enough for fuel anyway. Can't sell anything. So yeah. We're gonna make our way, and we're down to very low health, so we have to be very, very careful. If we see anything, we gotta turn our lights off. Oh, there's a whirlpool there. Where's my time? Okay, we're getting up there. Little ships. Oh, what did I discover? Giraganote Harbor. Gianote. Discovered the Ambertine Gates. Kummel Channel. Oh yeah, this is where you can actually get to the surface. Yes. Here the dark waters run down from the surface from a brighter sea. The canal ascends through locks and gates, and shadowed turns to sunlight at the surface. Travel to the surface. The sun is dangerous to neath dwellers like your crew, but the surface has its temptations. Ensure you're well stocked with supplies and fuel, or you may never return. Listen to surface gossip. The ships of the surface linger here. This is their lifeline to a warmer place. Gather information for a port report. Many ships pass this way, but perhaps you'll pick something up they missed. Business as usual. The gates open and shut. The locks remain free from sabotage. If anything besides London is safe in all the undersea, it's here. The surface nations have an interest in keeping the way open. The way to the surface, and a marvel of engineering. The Admiralty has a very modest interest. Let's listen to some gossip. Daylight. This would be a prime spot for a pub or wine shop, but the interests of the Echo Bazaar and the laws of London prevent it. They don't like competition. Still, they are temporarily half-legal hostelries in the long-moored ships. Here you trade stories and sustain the surface with sun-tanned surfaced sailors. Stories of Paris and Batavia, the lost fires and the final isles. Visions of surface, far above the sun remains. In Venderbite, they're always eager for news of the surface. Alrighty. Any shops? Harbor Visions? Still too much for me. Okay, I think fuel is a little bit more needed when we go out. All right. Stay away from me, jellyfish. Jellyfleur. We're almost back. And actually, I think we can hit Mutton Island. Get a port report before we head on up to London. Should be okay. I've read all this before. Let's chat to the fishermen. They sail the sea around the island. Sweep their nets to the harbor. Need coin to open their mouths. I've read all this before, but now I have a port report. I got a secret. Ah, yes. Home waters. Dock. Repair. I think that's the main thing I gotta do. I gotta repair the ship, get fuel. The air carries the scent of salt and shadows. Alright, search my ship. I got nothing to hide. Today's duty officer is a patriot. Perhaps he can claim your admiralty business. I don't have any suspicious goods, though. Any messages for me? Someone wants to sign on. Blind Bruiser attends to business on the docks. A little proposal. Good evening, my lord. And what a marvelous evening it is, if you don't mind my saying so. And given it is my impression you are of an obliging sort, I imagine you will not mind at all. And since you are so very obliging, perhaps you wouldn't mind making a little detour via Mount Palmerston, with a few articles of cargo, if you happen to be in the area. The cheery man will, of course, cover your expenses for this trifling inconvenience. You will need at least 1 unit of space in your hold. Accept the commission. It is only, after all, a trifling inconvenience. Ask if there's another task you could perform instead. I see you are hesitant. Perhaps you find Mount Palmerston unbearable, and who could blame you? Well, if you have the vinegar, there is another matter which you might be able to assist with. Refuse the commission. Your hold is full. Your affairs are complex. Mount Palmerston is far away and full of devils. Oh, I know where that is. That's further north, I think. I'll accept the commission. If you would be so kind as to deliver this little gift to our friends on Mount Palmerston, then we will see we gets to hear about it. And when you come back, we'll cover your expenses. Voriengage, as my aunt, who was French by birth, if not by inclination, used to like to say. Bon voyage. Mount Palmerston is generally somewhere northeast of London. I have one unstamped crate of brilliant souls, a crate of exceptional human souls. It has never known the tender touch of imperial custom stamp. Consequently, it cannot be sold on the open market. You'd better not be caught with it. You agree to smuggle souls from London to Mount Palmerston. Shadowy figure has made you an offer. Alright, well that's where we're going to be going next. Apparently up north. Gonna have to have enough fuel for that. Okay, dark spectacled admirable. I got some port reports for you. Kumanian Channel. Well, if you've been there, I suppose we may as well hear about it. The fee is nominal, though. Just 5 echoes. The Untershroom. You spent time in Mysilgia. My dear me, I am most terribly sorry. You've been to the Mother of Fungus. Oh, thank you for the fuel. The Iron Republic. Excuse me, I need to unlock this. And this. Oops, and this. Could you place your report inside? Yes, I imagine someone will read it eventually. There's always someone. No, I didn't expect that to happen. Well, perhaps it's for the best. Some reports should not be reported. No, don't concern yourself. This was my third best suit, and the Admiralty offers a modest allowance for document-related damage. Perhaps it's best if you leave now, though. Good day. I had more reports, though. Let me back in. I had some more reports. Poor Cornelia. You know, I sometimes wonder whether that place was a good idea. I didn't say that. Okay, thank you. Quaker's Haven. Got that. Got that. Alrighty. What do we else need? A new recruit. Engage an officer. The genial magician. Good afternoon, my lord. Perhaps I can do your engines some good. No, I'm quite the engineer. Difficult credit, isn't it? But here are my references. Officer. Tireless Mechanic. Afternoon, ready to offer my services. I'm an engineer, finest you'll ever hire. Treat engines as like my own children. Not that I have children. Too busy, but usually busy. Increases veils and fuel efficiency. Veils and mirrors. I like fuel efficiency. Spots of rust. So you see that? Soon see to that. You there. Help me with this spot of rust. Nice. Chief Engineer. See, what did that say? Does he ever sleep? His eyes are dark circled, but his hands are ever steady. I speak to you. Hello, busy now, but always got time for you. No, okay, you kind of look like a certain character that I've seen recently. Igor from the Dark Universe. I'm gonna give you that voice. Hello, busy now, but always got time for you. He kind of talks like that. Invite him to dine with you. His tastes are Spartan. He eats little, drinks only water. He barely sleeps at all, so you need only lay a simple table. An appeal. Thanks for the meal. And the company. No, wine. It makes me sleepy. Oh, yes, I can sleep. Too easily. That's the problem. He hesitates. There's a draught it takes nightly to substitute for sleep. It works well enough and keeps me sane and upright, but I wish I could enjoy just one night's sleep. If you could help me. We need a clayman from Polytherm. We'll need a mirror catch box, and we'll need to go to Hunter's Keep. We'll explain when we get there. No, I'm serious. I would owe you a great deal. Mirror catch boxes are rarely sold in London, but can be found in the Connaught and occasionally elsewhere. Take a clay man and empty mirror catch box to Hunter's Keep. He's grateful for company. Okay. Proposition to the Tireless Mechanic. I was about to... Oh, never mind. It can wait. The mechanic enjoys the life of the mind and ensure your pages is at least 20 points higher than your hearts. I mean, what is this? Storm pigs. You learned that the mechanic stole a secret from the dreams of the stone pigs. Increase your veils. Give him something to really get his mind working. Okay, of course, and this, and this. Also this. And don't forget this. Never forget that. Okay. I mean, what am I proposing? Tireless. The mechanic seems perpetually balanced between passion and distraction. You can't help wondering if his mind is elsewhere, but then again, he is exceptionally good with his hands. Afterwards, he whispers, "Oh my God. Full steam ahead," and they can't stop giggling. I can't stop giggling either. Oh my God, that's hilarious. You'd be quite entitled to push him out of the bed. After all, you are the captain. Overboard, kick. Opportunities for other trysts will occur while you're at sea. Substantially reduces terror. However, you might have a lover in port. They might find out. You have fraternized with your officers. Love in the dark. You have engaged in liaison with one of your officers on sea. I'm never gonna get over full steam ahead. Oh my God. My face is bright red and I'm crying. Oh Lord. Yeah, I need to get that one. I need at some point when I have money, I want to get that romance game. Like, if they're really good with this, what else are they good at? Lovely. I don't have anything for you. Nothing in Roser's Wharf for me. Anything else in London? Carousel Dock. What's my terror at? Terror 15. I'm okay. Let's read the morning paper. I don't think that said anything new. Alright, anything? I don't need Z stories. Stuff. That was if I ever had to. An outlandish artifact shaped by hands unknown to London. You have something like that, he declares, but Not very like that. Interesting. I have some ideas about suitable fees. Offer the scholar an intriguing snippet. I might perhaps classify this as gossip, not data. Nevertheless. Oh, zesty, zesty. This one will do well shared. Thank you. Your payment. Okay, got a sustainable amount of echoes. Let us get repaired. Where's my dry docks? Cutting corners, badly damaged, short of money. It's worth a go. Admiralty yards. Ah, this will do. Nice. Rapid efficiency. All shall be well, and all manner of things shall be well very quickly. Very nice. Alrighty. Any equipment I could buy? Nothing on that yet. I could go for that. Cultural Hather Sage reproach. We shall compel attention. I think we'll wait on that. I'm gonna buy a bunch of fuel supplies. Do a quest up the leftmost coast, but we're not gonna go too far. I at least just want to scout out this place and kind of avoid most conflict. Right. All right, I think that's good. Completely healed up with our hold. All good. All the places I've been to. Alrighty. We're gonna go straight up, then to the right, and then down. Well, let's visit Hunter's Keep. Also, this is the spot you can visit once you get your submarine. Here he carries scent of salt and shadows. 1870s, 1887. Let's see. Let's recontour the island. News, news! Even when the sisters aren't feeling sociable, they can be tempted out of their lair by the smell of new stories. Knock and wait. You ask the sulphur-eyed maid to carry a few hints of your news to the sisters. Oddly enough, she comes back with a message that their headaches are cured and you're invited to lunch. Some sort of beetle has invaded your morsel of ship's biscuits. It waggles its antenna impertinently. Who do I want to talk to this time? Visit the cellar. We will need, the mechanic tells the sisters, to visit your sub-cellar. Oh, that nasty place? Lucy asks airily, a little hasty. Yes, we'll take you down there, she smiles, but we'll need stories, some alarming for Cynthia, a Z story for Phoebe, and a tale of distant places for me. Alright, so for there I need one clayman and some items. An empty mirror. So this is where I have to go for that. I'm going to talk to Cynthia today. Cynthia grasps your arm and whispers to you. Her eyes are wide and blue. Her hair is wild and tangled. Bats might nest in it. It seems to you that you are sitting on a hillside above a wide blue lake, listening to a story of a murder. An axe, a net, blood on scented water. Another chop? Cynthia asks. You've barely touched your food. Here, I'll have a maid wrap something up for you. You can't be hungry. It's not safe to be hungry. That's a tale of terror. Gain some supplies. Get acquainted with the sisters. Lust for hunger. Eye remains unchanged. God's sea salt's attention. It waits. It's watching you, if it even exists. So each of these ladies seem to be associated with a different god of the Z. All right. Continuing on. Begone, bats. Dispose of the corpus. The mere touch leaves you shuddering. Their eyes are still fierce in death. Sailors sweep them overboard with brooms, careful not to touch them. I know it's in my biscuits. Get it out of the biscuits! Tomb colonies. Oh, I need to bring them stuff. I gotta remember to do that. The one thing I wish this game did that Fallen London does is you have the ability in Fallen London to like bookmark things. So if you have a quest, you actually can have a section that you can see what you're doing, or have like if you need to do a quest, you can bookmark it and it'll show up in your journal. You can't do that here. You gotta write everything down. All right. Okay, got a port report. Let me explore Vanderbilt. Oh yeah, there was that, visit a certain little restaurant, fine cuisine in Vanderbilt. Now that would be something. A corkscrewed street. At the twisty tip of an odd little side street, welcoming yellow light glows from the glint-lettered windows of a restaurant. The sign reads, Vengeance of Jonah. A beefy tomb colonist bustles up. A gray mustache pokes impertinently out from under his bandages. Come in, come in. A bandaged poisoner at Vanderbilt seeks passage with a Z captain sympathetic to intrepid cuisine. What draws him to Z? You found the vengeance of Jonah. There's a little place in Vanderbite. It's a cramped little place, but much better lit than most places in the tomb colonies. The scents of the visitors are multitudinous and extraordinary. Are they good? They might be. They might be good. It's difficult to tell. Recruit the best poisoneer. The bandaged poisoneer has long wished to travel, but you'll need to outfit the gallery and exchange standards. Oh, very expensive. He may be found sometimes in the tomb colonies. Offer a strange catch. The vengeance of Jonah is liberal in its approach to edibility. Samples today's special. The food here is exceptional. You need not fear poisoning or boredom. Definitely not boredom. This is usually the most effective way of reducing terror. Alright. Now I know there's that. Let's see. I don't need to visit the curator. I haven't found any of his colors yet. Let me talk and let me see what else there's anything in Vanderbite. The Carmine Chapel. A little chapel stands alone. You poke your head through the door. The walls are a deep red, just this side of scarlet. A ruby-tinted window at the back glows with steady light. An electric lamp behind the glass? Rare and expensive, but this is no gas light. No one here is here, and yet you have the sensation that only a moment ago someone must have been. Leave. This shade of red would be unsettling enough in a dowager's parlor. Daubed on the walls of an empty place of worship, nothing cheerful will happen here. Make an offering. Drop a coin into the empty offering box and pray to the power of this place, whoever it might be. Make an offering with half-familiar rites. Moving as if asleep, you place a candle at each corner of the altar. Search the place. What can you find? 66% chance of success. A little low. I'm going to make an offering. Uncertain outcome. Prayer soothes the soul, they say. Your soul is not soothed. You wait, head bent, while the light in the chapel beats on, shadowless and unmoved. Nothing changes. The red of the place gets into your vision. The faces of your crew seem flushed, as if fevered. Your heart, you hear your own breathing echo raggedly. No one is sitting in the pew behind you. It doesn't stop you looking. I think that's in regards to cannibalism. Ugh, you guys are so... Arcade of Size. Here, solemn banded merchants of the colonies trade old cold coins for rare things. Okay. Ooh, I could sell a vision of the surface. And I'll buy a fuel. Oh. Yeah, my main goal at the moment is just exploration. Let's avoid conflict at the moment with them bats. Now we're going into parts unknown. Hug the coast. Discovered lifebergs with pale haunt. Boreal Reach. Is this snow? Touch it. Hey, I haven't read it. Is this snow? Touch it. It puffs. It's a vapor. Your crew huddles close to the warmth of the pipe in the funnel. Oh, okay. Sensors arch. Something drifts face down. Ah. the Andergard Harbor in Wither. A bunch of those lifebergs floating around. It's a bunch of, what's that Pokemon? The Berg. I forget what it's called. Wither. A chilly city beside a waste of salt. Beside the great arch over the bay, the pale wastes stretch, white and silent as the face of the moon. From here, you might almost imagine they were snow. North of the city, the salt pools fizz with unlikely color. Explore the town. Wither is a quiet, chilly town of gray stone and closed courtyards. The people are neither exactly unfriendly nor exactly hospitable. They have the irritating habit of answering a question with a question. Here and there are odd sights tucked away. Gather intelligence. The citizens of Wither enjoy questions so much that they always answer a question with another question. This can make intelligence gathering frustrating. Surely even Wither, the folks of Wither are quiet and sly and mystical. They subsist on cavefish and dust-burrowing beasts of the waste. Their beer, however, is adequate. Let's gather a port report. Are you asking for any particular reason? At what time of day? Is that your hat? Might it be 6? It could be 6. Eventually you cobble together enough implication and supposition to compose a report. Why are there so many questions in Wither? Let's explore the town. An intriguing smell. Who'll try? Who'll buy? A street vendor turned skewers on a grill. The mixed scents are nothing like anything sold in London. Try the grilled troglodyte prawns. Huge and pale, and their eyes stare bleakly into yours, but they smell fresh. Do you have something more robust? The vendor winks and produces a useful anonymous skewer. A usefully that's a weird word to put there. Try something mysterious. What exactly is Tyrant's treat? The vendor is vague. It looks something like a charred stick dripping with bluish fluid. Okay, I'm not exhorting to I can't do cannibalism right now. So we'll try the troglodyte prawns. Not bad at all. Tangy and toothsome. Walk on, chewing cheerfully. Nice. Very nice. Any shops? Oh, I could sell fuel for Z stories. That's cool. Where are questions born? Fortune and fortune. Purveyors of white coke and mutter salt. Payment in stories. Hunter's cage. A sign reads, bones, please. The proprietor will sell you beast meat for stories or buy your ivory. Oh, nice. I can sell supplies for Tales of Terror. Sell that for Tales of Terror. But I think I might be able to advise something else with that. What do we have here? Star shell. Did a judgment hatch from this grim relic, or was it something else entirely? Don't look too closely at the eye-hurting absence of color. The figurehead of Eater of Names. This weird skull once adorned the worm-drawn priest barge of the Chelonat. Anatomical cabinet. Death laid out for your careful inspection. I think we're good with supplies and stuff. Alright. Due north. Discover the Odysseum Straits. codex some distance to the east. Oh, something there. Oh, wait. We do not want to go that way just yet. Okay, so we are at the top of the map. I see. Okay. Yeah, if we head up there, it's going to get a little bit difficult. Let's check out the codex. Avoid that lifeberg. Something tells me this will be good for the guy who has that thing on his head. The Isle of Codex. Isle of Answers. A desperate cave full of mute exiles and inexplicable colonies of shivering, bad-tempered monkeys. Agree to a damn request. Seeing your ship, a drowny approaches with purpose. After a soggy exchange, it seems he seeks passage to the undersea spire of Scrimshander. Can't do that. Acquire a doomed monster hunter. This one has waited all her life for a single answer. Give her that answer, and she will be ready to lay down her life. Compile a port report. No one will speak. This is a challenge. Silently forthright. The exiles seem many come, fewer leave. Some are even willing to communicate, but their gestures are unfamiliar, the meanings unclear. Even when you can understand, these are answers without questions. As useless as a key without a lock. So this is the place of answers, and next door is the place of questions. Is that answers to the questions? Got any shops? Harbor provisions. Selgish Heart, still merchant, squints warily. You got expensive stuff. Okay. Nothing of note. Pardon me. Though the codex, I think, might actually be, it's not always in the same spot. Frostfond. Vast and chilly, fortress sieged by questions, answers, and riddles. Discover the Cinquetem March. Where do I port? Tiny breeze stirs your hair and dies. Snow sweeps down from the north. Ship's engines labor against it. Bright, some distance to the south. I'm actually getting slower because of this snow. so this is Brit. Is Frost font a little different, though? Maybe I missed it. Luminescent beasts like eyeless dolphins play in your wake. Okay, so this is Frostbound. Towers and ramps and galleries and stairs of ice, raised and spun like an architect's honey dream. No spider ever wove so complex a web. The towers are utterly pristine, untouched by human life, but pitiable encampment squats by the docks. Let's see. Take tea with the squatters at the dock. Some of them wear the robes of Iremi riddle fishers. Some look like Witherin folk, but even more ragged. But they do seem a little more practical than either of those peoples. Ask the squatters about the castle. You notice they avoid looking at it directly. Enter Frostfound. A long flight of stairs rises, glistening, to the sheer tower. There is no door. Your reflection hangs in the cloudy ice. You cannot enter Frostfound if your terror is greater than 20. You should not enter Frostfound without a good reason. Allow the sly navigator to examine the tower. He climbs the steps, panting eagerly. This is the sea, you see, he calls back. The sea rises to become a land. Ice is the soul of the sea. In ice we find the sea at her most exemplary. And he's off again. You leave him to examine the tower, staring up at the battlements, his breath dragon huffing. Create a port report. What are the squatters up to? Bickering at amiably. Not all are Iremi and Witherin. There's the odd researcher, the occasional deranged ice sculpture, now and then a very cold, very sad rubber man. But for the most part, an atmosphere of friendly rivalry reigns. Pristine towers of Z-ice, an encampment of questions and riddles. Right. Let me allow the examiner. Where is he? Only a few minutes later, you glance back and the navigator is gone. You climb the steps to examine the spot where you last saw him. His coat lies in the snow, his footstep prints end at the tower wall. You poke through his coat and find a brass telescope from the Khanat, a much anointed chart, tobacco, an alarming quantity of lice. But the navigator is gone. You never see him again. You now have a revelatory chart. Oh ho! The dark spectacled admiral will want to see this. Let's have tea with the squatters. A surprisingly warm welcome. We're keeping the steps for the game of truths. A helpful riddle fisher explains as she fills your cup for the third time. Every year the people of Irem and Wither meet here for, she pauses, contests. She finished vaguely. The difference between a question and a riddle. One day, someone will prove themselves enough to enter the castle. You spend a pleasant few hours while the tea is supplemented with Iremi liqueurs, pale wither beer, and something the riddle fisher describes blandly as snake cake. They offer you fuel and supplies before you leave. We keep enough to spare, the riddle fisher grins. From time to time, a captain gets lost and comes up here, and we always feel bad for them. Oh, we got one supply and one fuel. Thank you. All right. Any shops? Nothing shipyard. We lost our dude. All right. Well, that's up here. Let's head south. Patrick's lot. Stalagmites loom in the distance like the cranes of wolf-stack docks, but vaster. The Corsair's forest, our outlooks are watchful. Garner's Moor. Oh. This was somewhere I needed to go. Gator's Moor, I should say. Discovered Eakin Rock. Corsair's Forest West. Step carefully. The Mourne is a stalagmite vast as a crag, and its foot has no safe harbors. The Corsair citadel nestles halfway up. An intricate system of winches takes the strain, and your ship rises slowly from the Z. Her hull creaks in protest. Grizzled sailors groan and cling to the stanchions. Higher, higher! Now the undersea shimmers like glass below. Children clamoring in crevices cheer and wave alarmingly. The winch motor slows, and you hang in a cradle next to a red-bowed pirate cutter. Drop off the august travel writer. Here's your payment, my lord. I'll be back like by the evening bell. We'll discuss my next destination then. Okay. By the evening bell, the travel writer sets across the planks with good speed. His briefcase in his hand, it seems heavy, although he claims it held only documents, writing, and equipment for an interview with the Pirate King. The day passes relatively peaceful. There are brawls, but in good fun. The blood washed away with celebratory beer. By night, the bowstring cheer has given way to whispers about an uncommonly brutal murder executed within an experimental shipyard. They say you couldn't enter the yard without stepping in the victim. The travel writer returns. He greets you with a curt nod as he boards your ship. Notable stories seem to turn up where the august travel writer goes. I wonder. The august travel writer's request. The august travel writer flips through his notebook while on your deck. Awful thing, that murder. Commonplace here, I suppose. Fortunately, my interview was illuminating and my business on the morn is complete. We can depart. I have another port to visit. If you care for another 100 or 50 echoes. Give the travel writer passage. 150 echoes, you say? Why not? If you use aid, you can find someone else to ferry him about. We'll agree. Splendid. The travel writer snaps his journal shut like a trap. The Cumian Canal next, I think. Bound for the Cumian Canal. Is that the one that raises up that I was at? Maybe. Alright, what else do we got? Another afternoon at the Errant Limpet. A drinking den by the dock cradles is a good place for your crew to find companionship and let off steam, but although the Garter's Mourne is a free port, the Corsairs prefer their own and look askant at respectable Londoners. Introduce Blemmings to the Mourne. So many nooks, so many crannies, so many villains. It only seems appropriate. Collect your ill-gotten gains. Have you been sending stolen ships to the Corsair's forest? Overhear rumors of a pirate poet. Landlubbers fear pirates. Pirates fear the poet. Gather intelligence. Garter's Mourne swarms with pirates, smugglers, and captains of uncertain allegiance. You could learn a lot here, but you'll need to go carefully. We'll try. It's probably not going to work. Oh, I succeeded. In caution, a steaming bathhouse on a spur of rock. Water slops over the edge of tubs, out over the edge to join the Z far below. Scarred captains boast drunkenly of the prizes they've taken and the victims they have marked out. You listen from the shadows. Succeeded. Right? Admiralty, among others, will want to be interested in pirate business. Let's overhear rumors of this pirate poet. She hunts far from London, picking off both other pirates and travelers who sail too far. Lies, nonsense, glimmers. Some say she's a clayman who freed herself with the power of verse. Possible. Others insist she's the personal muse of the king with the 100 hearts. Unlikely. One claims she sails on a living ship made of the still screaming skulls of her victims. More sober voices mutter than no. It's just a Clayan-class vessel. Whatever the truths, few have fought her and survived to tell the tale. Only the bravest of captains risk the lonely parts of the sea where her flag is set to fly. All right. Other afternoon at the errant limpet. Cold shoulders at the errant limpet. Conversation quiets as the drinkers look round. You've been here too long, and you're attracting the wrong kind of attention. Time to move on. Alrighty. Corsair's Forest. Loot for sale or rent. The errant limpet. Always eager for wine and honey. Their supply prices are calibrated for Corsairs. Oh. For kin of prisoners' honey. 100 dreams in every barrel. Buy fuel, supplies. The friendly face. Of course, you can sell illicit goods here, and of course, you can't expect to get a fair price. I could sell it, but then that's for the other place. I'm gonna buy fuel because we need to get to we need to get rid of that cargo of the souls, which I think I need to go actually further right a bit more to get to there. And given that I got a bunch of money right now, I actually can refuel. I think we're good on supplies, food-wise. So yeah, we'll have enough to get there and then head back. But I am actually out of time for now. I'm going to stop it here and continue later. So far I'm having a lot of fun. I do love reading. It is, such a beautiful language. But yeah, hope you're enjoying my little narrations as much as I can. Some of these stuff in the logbook go past a little faster than I'm actually able to read. I'll try to get what I can when it's going past. And I'll try not to die. So far I'm doing pretty well. But yeah, we'll head to, Mount Plymouth in the next one, which I'm pretty vaguely remembering where that is. Just hope we don't get into any trouble along the way. Yeah, but until then, I'll see you guys later. Ciao, ciao.